This is the Theta Network 1 month overview reading for the month of August 2024. It's currently June 20th, 2024, 7:04 p.m. Eastern Time. Theta Network at the time of this reading is $1.53, that's USD. The shuffle video for the August Theta reading was created on June 9th, 2024 at 3:24 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a video playing for you in the lower left corner. The overall theme of behavior for Theta in August, there's an important range on a one-year chart scale that's highlighted here. We may be bound within a range, or maybe that we're coming up against the upper or lower end of a one-year chart scale kind of range. We'll look at that in more detail as we progress. It's crossed, however, with a notable decline on a multi-day scale that takes us to revisit a support level that was recently a past opportunity. Behavior around the high side, we have a prominent move higher and a full retracement back down. Behavior around the lowest low, we have a near overbought crest that we sell off from through multiple support levels into the lower lows. Now, I'm going to get into the day-by-day chart behavior as well as timing the highs, the lows, and the best trade opportunities. But before I do that, I just want to make sure you're aware. And guys, if you want to get this information sooner, check out early access on our website to all this information. It comes out roughly like a month ahead of where it comes out on the public YouTube, allowing for extra planning ability. It's really the only kind of analysis that you can do planning ahead with. But with that said, you can do that so here at our services, THETA posts, early access to a post, click here to subscribe. We're running roughly a 90% average accuracy day after day after day, predicting the chart behavior by the hour with highs and lows throughout the day. We've been doing it for years. Just scroll back, 90% average accuracy, $29 a month, $249 for the year, gets you access to all of our public posts on YouTube way ahead of when they come out on YouTube, allowing you to plan ahead. So thank you to everybody that goes ahead and does that. Great way to support the channel. Much appreciation. On the first, we have a rally into key resistance on a multi-day scale. We decline from that resistance with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. An important technical price level on a one-year chart scale is highlighted on the second. We have a failed attempt to break the key resistance on the third, followed by a decline through key support. And that resistance, what's important to point out about that is that we expect to break through it based on the technicals leading into it, but instead we decline through key support. There's also some erratic behavior there. We most likely revisit a crest that was recently a past opportunity. There's a breakout towards the end of the day to a prominent peak on a 1 month scale, and looks like there's also a prominent trough there on the third or the fourth. On the fourth, we have an overbought crest. It's a brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple support levels, probably into a prominent low there. And then we have a fast sudden move higher on the fifth. There's an important range on a multi-day scale or on a one-year chart scale highlighted there on the fifth. We have this fast sudden move higher off of like out of that range most likely. A lot of price change in the midst of volatility on the 6th. We should see a resistance level on a multi-day scale that we decline from, and then we'll return to it in the not too distant future, if not on the same day. A lot of price change there, a brief peak that's easily missed, and a prominent trough. On the 7th, we have a sideways fluctuating decline that precedes a notable rally, and we have a big move taking us into another prominent peak on a 1 month chart scale there on the 7th. On the 8th, we have a prominent move higher, full retracement, and then move back down, big move to the upside midday out of a trough. Three crisscrosses on the 9th through the same price level. Third cross to the upside confirming a bullish trend. Looks like there's a trough at the end of the day on the 9th. On the 10th, we have another brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple support levels. On the 11th, a crest that we sell off from down to and through support. We do a U-shaped reversal below that support, come back and reuse it as support, and then there's a big move to the upside towards the end of the day. On the 12th, a notable reversal, an important range highlighted there as well. A notable reversal or reversals, and on the 30th, out of a decline, we have a big move to the upside from the bottom of the range to the top of the range. I have cross-reading congruency for a low here on the 13th with another crypto reading, or is it the 14th? There's a low in Bitcoin there, and then on the 14th, we have a cross-reading congruency in shitcoin. But there might be a trough here, it's hard to say. I'm gonna mark that off. On the 14th, we have notable price swings. On the 15th, sideways rotation along key support, rising near its resistance, and then fall back down and continue rotating sideways along that key support. There is, however, a pretty sharp decline there taking place on the 15th. Before we go any further, though, let's take a look and see how we're doing for the 2024 reading thus far. So we have a low here around like January, February, followed by a high in February. The low offer opportunity opened up a long, or excuse me, a short, because we fell back down to that short, it looks like. A big move to the upside in February into that high. And then we came close in April, not quite to the same high, but we came close. Failed attempt to break the resistance, decline to key support. Price swings out of the month, decline offering opportunity to open up a long position, big move to reach for the high. In the later part, we have this resistance that we fall from and then return to, followed by a decline to revisit support in June. With the lowest low here on the cusp of May, June, it looks like we're pretty close, not quite as low as we would have expected, but pretty darn close. And with that said, there is expectation here in July of highs towards the end of the month. This isn't the most reliable high indication here. This might have actually been a low indication and I read it wrong. So if I'm wrong and there isn't a high here on the cusp of July, August, it's followed by a low here in August, and then a very, very strong possibility of a high here in September. You go to our services, THETA posts, scroll down to one-year report, click your order, and you click on choose when they're discounted because they've already been done. Roughly like a 48-hour turnaround. You basically just pick whichever one you want. There's some 2025s in there as well, and there'll be some 2026s in there pretty soon. As we release them, as people order customs or we put out 1 years, we add them to the list. You can order any of them here at a discounted price. Or if you're interested in a ticker that we're not covering or crypto that we're not covering, click on one-year report, click your order, click on custom report, specify the year, specify the ticker, crypto, add to cart. Great way to support the channel. Well undervalued or underpriced, I should say. And the final way that you can go about getting the one-year report through one of our total access members is our top tier subscription. You go to THETA post, scroll down to total access, click your order. This gets you access to the paid version of basically everything that we have, all of the 1 years that we have, and as they come in, new ones come out, you get the access to all of those, and you also get access to the monthly paid versions of the monthlies that regularly come out every month, as well as any one-offs that people order that we throw out there. All of that you get with a total access subscription. Best way to support the channel. Much appreciation. Everybody does that. Love you guys. Let's get back into it. On the 16th, we have a significant opportunity. This is an opportunity that we'll look back on in August. It'll really stand out amongst other opportunities. Sometimes the full card is a high or low, but it's usually a significant opportunity. It could be a gap. There's a prominent high correlation there on the 16th and the 17th, so could be a peak there. I'm seeing that in some of the other readings as well, possibility. On the 17th, The Magus card indicating more trade opportunity, which I'll talk about in more detail in the paid version. Overall mixed day. It looks like a move to the downside. We do sideways rotation on the 18th with a big move to the upside out of that sideways rotation, and then more sideways rotation at a higher price level on the 18th, moving into the 19th, where we have an important resistance level on a multi-day scale that's highlighted. We failed to break through many times before. We declined from that pretty notably. There's a support level on a multi-day scale that's important here, highlighted on the 19th as well. A lot of price change into and or out of it. So we declined into that, and then there's sideways rotation on the 20th along key support. A bit of a rally into the 21st, but that rally is halted by a decline through key support on a multi-day scale, taking us into another prominent trough. A higher trough towards the end of the day on the 21st. On the 22nd, we have a minor peak midday. It forms when we have a rally along a diagonal trend line that ends with a fast sudden move higher and then a breakdown through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. It's not necessarily a minor peak. It's actually, this could be another prominent peak right here. On the 23rd, we have sideways rotation with a big move higher out of it. On the 21st, and also on the 23rd, there's also a decline to revisit support. On the 24th, we have another sharp decline in the midst of sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bear inflow and outflow. Trough midday on the 25th that we decline pretty notably into, and the majority of the behavior on the 25th will be bumping along resistance sideways. We might break through resistance and bump along some more, but on the 26th, we have a rally increasing with momentum moving forward in time. There's the potential to be misled there midday at a peak. Looks like we have a prominent trough at the end of the day and or on the 27th with a huge move to the upside out of it, pushing the upper end of the range higher, coming to another peak on the 28th with a failed attempt to break through resistance there, followed by a decline through key support. Big move to the upside out of a trough on the 28th. It won't be as low as the trough from the 26th, 27th. The end of the day on the 28th, a rally on the 29th. Actually, there's a decline there on a multi-day scale, revisiting a support level. There's also a rally there that offers opportunity. I would say probably rally and then decline. It's kind of mixed, and a very, very similar day going on the 30th. However, there's a trough towards the end of the day on the 30th. And then on the 31st, we have a big move to the upside out of oversold territory, possible short squeeze there. The sneak preview for September, we have multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance on a one-year chart scale, and there's a prominent peak that'll stand out on a one-year chart scale there as well. That's the public version of THETA for August 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go, you know what to do. Blessings to all my angel investors. Stay tuned, guys. In the paid version, in just a moment, we're going to get into timing the highs, the lows, and I'll talk about the best trade opportunities, what to look for as far as one-day chart behavior for entry and exit into and out of those trades. Price level information. We'll look at the chart. We'll look at cross-trading congruencies. All of that in the paid version. Great way to support the channel. Without those paid subscribers, we wouldn't be able to put out this public content, my friends. So much appreciation goes out to them. Stay tuned if you're a paid subscriber. We're going to get into that momentarily. If you're interested in the paid version, it's a really great way to support the channel. You're getting information in the paid version that you won't find anywhere else in the world. This is super undervalued information. Literally, only place you can find it is at Tarot for Traders and the Investor Profit. What you're getting is the timing of the best trades, what type of trades to make, also what type of chart behavior to look for as far as entry and exit into and out of those trades. You get any trades from a multi-month and a multi-year standpoint, and then any price level information that we're able to extrapolate. So this is super valuable information. People with the paid version are making money. So the way that you get the paid version, you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, you hover over our services, click on SO Meta Posts, and then you want to scroll down to monthly subscription, click here to order. You can subscribe to any one of these individual crypto or ticker symbols for $2.49 a month, or you can get the all paid version, which gives you access to all of these crypto and ticker symbols for $4.99 a month. Not to mention, you are also getting any one-offs, any custom monthlies that people order for that month, and any monthlies that I do that are relevant to that part of the year. So there's going to be different monthlies coming out month to month, and you would have access to all of those paid versions through the all paid version. The most popular way to support the channel, and not to mention, it's a really great way to get my attention. So thank you to everybody that goes ahead and does that.